This might be one of the craziest stories I've seen in a very long time, and I honestly couldn't believe it was true. Mediaite reporting Gaza activists sabotage military jets after raiding UK's largest airbase. Let me just say that again. What? A news report coming out with video they've released where they sabotage UK military jets. I don't believe it. There was a video back in the day of a guy claiming that he tagged Air Force One. Let me see if I can find this, actually. Super old. And it was fake. Mark Echo tagged Air Force One. They're claiming it's true. What is this? Let me see if I can find the news story. They're claiming he actually did it. It was Mark Echo, huh? I'll look back at the audacious Air Force One graffiti stunt. I mean, people have done it. Wow. Okay, what is it? Elaborate hoax. See, I knew it. Admits elaborate hoax. Well, I don't know. This is a super old story going back 20 years, right? A video purporting to show Mark Echo spray painting a tag on the side of Air Force One has been identified by Flight Global readers as an elaborate fake. And then he issued a legal disclaimer. Now, I'm bringing that up because I can't believe this video. Let me play this video for you. Okay, anti-Israel, pro-Gaza activists apparently sabotaged jets. Look at this. I don't know if that's paint or what he's spraying. That's it. Pro-Palestinian activists infiltrated Britain's largest Royal Air Force airbase on Thursday in a dramatic security breach to vandalize and sabotage planes it claims are used in surveillance and cargo missions to help the Israeli military in Gaza. Footage released by direct action group Palestine Action shows two individuals inside the Bryce Norton base in Oxfordshire at night. One of them riding a scooter across the tarmac to vandalize two Airbus Voyager refueling tankers. The base serves as the UK's hub for strategic air transport and refueling, including missions over Gaza via the RAF Akrotiri base in Cyprus. Red paint was sprayed into the aircraft's jet engines using repurposed fire extinguishers, according to the group, who also said they used crowbars to damage the aircraft. The group claimed they had evaded security, rendered the planes out of service, and caused further damage using crowbars. The Ministry of Defense condemned the acts as vandalism of Royal Air Force air assets and confirmed an investigation was underway in coordination with police. Now, hold on. Vandalism? This is an act of war. I mean, who are these people? Are these British subjects? I mean, sedition then? Are they? That's crazy. Despite publicly condemning the Israeli government, a spokesperson for Palestine Action said, Britain continues to send military cargo, fly spy planes over Gaza, and refuel U.S. and Israeli fighter jets. The stunt has reignited debate over the UK's military entanglements in the Israel-Gaza conflict, even as ministers framed it squarely as a national security lapse. British Cabinet Minister Lisa Nandy called the break-in deeply concerning. What? I'm just gonna say this right now. This really seems like people are underreacting. In the United States, pretty sure that if you infiltrated a airbase and did this, they would shoot you. Now, I don't want to say too much because seeing stuff like this, I've noticed lax security in some locations. You know what? I'm just gonna bring it up because I don't want something like this to happen in the United States. But out here in Martinsburg, we have an airbase, and it's connected to the Martinsburg airport. Yeah, anybody could just walk out. Like there's no fencing or anything. You just walk in. And I think that's probably what this is right now. They don't believe it could happen. They don't want to spend on security. Who's going to go and try and destroy a several hundred, like $100? How much these jets cost, man? $100 million or $50 million, some insane amount of money. Deeply concerning, promised a government crackdown on people who think they can treat national security with that level of disregard. While the footage showed the activists roaming freely within the high security perimeter, it remains unclear how they gained access. The incident follows a string of similar direct actions by Palestine Action, which has increasingly targeted military infrastructure and weapons suppliers linked to Israel's war effort. Holy crap. Now, CNN reported on this, but they didn't even bring up the sabotage. They just write pro-Palestine activists infiltrate Britain's largest airbase in security breach. I'm kind of shocked by this. Yeah, this is like highest degree of... listen, what if this person did not actually just spray paint it? What if they slapped an explosive to it? This is crazy. They said the video shows two people riding on electric scooters on the tarmac of Royal Air Force Brize Norton in Oxfordshire. Britain isn't just complicit, it is an active participant in the Gaza genocide and war crimes across the Middle East. By decommissioning two military planes, Palestine Action have directly intervened in the genocide and prevented crimes against the Palestinian people, it added. A Ministry of Defense source told CNN that RAF Voyagers do not carry anything for the Israeli forces or refuel Israeli aircraft. The incident raises wider questions as to how the activists who have not been apprehended managed to get into the airbase undetected. Inside job. I'm going to tell you right now, inside job. That's my bet. RAF Brize Norton has approximately 5,800 service personnel, 300 civilian staff, and 1,200 contractors. In a statement, the Ministry of Defense strongly condemned the vandalism. Jeez. In a statement posted X, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer called the incident an act of vandalism, and it was disgraceful. Vandalism? Britain, you suck. You are pathetic. Holy crap. Yo, what do you think Trump would do if a couple of these wackaloons went into a U.S. Air Force base and sabotaged these aircraft? Now, you got to understand, I don't know exactly what they're hoping to accomplish. Do they have more video? I don't think they have any more than we already saw. I don't know what they're hoping to accomplish with this spray painting of you can see them spraying something in there. The paint probably will damage the jet. It's going to destroy everything. The intake, it's going to get cluttered up with debris. But maybe, I don't know, I could be wrong. And paint isn't just, they're going to turn the engine on and it's going to fry everything and just blast out the debris. I mean, there have been engines that have ingested small animals, and they still go. So I don't know. Maybe they're calling it vandalism because it's not actually enough to cause damage. But what if? What if these guys didn't post the video at all? And that plane took off and then the engine blew out and it crashed, killing several people. If this were to happen in the United States, I'd imagine you'd see a manhunt beyond all manhunts. And this person would probably get like 25 years in prison, some insane amount. Considering everybody's already freaked out over plane crashes, I'd have to imagine this wouldn't be tolerated. But my question is, how is the UK tolerating this? I'm curious what the people who are commenting on Mediaite are saying about this. They're probably cheering for it. What are they saying? Britain's military is in a sorry state. They can't even keep out the crazy-ass left-wingers. It's nothing compared to the damage done by Israel and its supporters. These people are nuts. Look at this. I call them the MAGA wing of the Democrats, but I think they're worse. More like the mega make enemies great again. What? A great way to get lead poisoning. They say, interesting. Israel is fighting to change the narrative away from their Holocaust in Palestine. The activists are trying to bring Palestine back into the center spotlight. It is wild. Jeez, this person said the RAF should have blown off their heads. This is an act of war regardless of political views. I completely agree. Who are these guys? They're probably, I guarantee you, they're going to turn out to be British subjects, like the British citizens that were granted citizenship, but probably not from the country. But who knows? A lot of hyperpolarization and wackaloon politics. An act of war by whom? The stateless state of Palestine? Calm down, Cindy. You're hysterical. Incredibly based as usual. Sabotaging national defense assets is just treason. Do they still do that to who heads on Spike's thing at the tower? Wow. This is amazing that the British government is treating it so lightly. What a pathetic, failed state. What do you think is going to happen when you get, say, like someone commented, Russia or Xi, and they see what the UK does? They're going to be like, okay, so we can go and start sabotaging their air assets with a guy claiming to be Palestine and they're not going to do anything about it? Indeed, my friends. Smash the like button. Share the show with everyone, you know. You can follow me on X and Instagram at Timcast. Stay tuned. More to come, and we'll see you all in the next segment.